Joining us now, Shannen Coffin, former Justice Department Assistant Deputy Attorney General under President George W. Bush, and a former Chief Legal Counsel to Vice President Dick Cheney. Shannen, good to see you.
Hi,
so,
Megan.
I mean, Donna Brazile, you got to hand it to her on the honesty front. I like Donna Brazile, but it's not going to fly with the American people to say, look, everyone is bought off. Like your donors give you lots of money, so they get access the American people don't get, and they get invited to the State Department and get to rub elbows with power and set themselves up for future success in a way regular Americans don't. That's a system we have to live with. You say it's actually not that simple. It actually might be criminal.
Well, look, their claim is there's only smoke, but lots of people die from smoke inhalation. So smoke is a problem here. And in addition to what Trace discussed, we saw emails last week that the Crown Prince of Bahrain was going through the Clinton Foundation in order to get a meeting with Hillary Clinton at the State Department when normal channels had prevented him from doing so, and the same channel. It was Doug Band
and this again, you see it very
Abedin.
Clearly. Here, Trace just took us through it, where you got the guy from the Clinton Foundation, Doug Band, specifically sending the people he wants to see at this luncheon, for the China State luncheon, and gives 3 names, and then he asked about this one person in particular, saying, can we get her at Biden's table? And Hoover writes back, I'll ask. I mean, it's obvious. This is what Trump has been trying to tap into, saying she's bought and paid for. She owes so many favors to so many people who have donated to her foundation that you can never get an honest judgment from her, because it's all about repaying the people who paid her. You say it actually may be criminal. Why would you go that far?
Look, there's a back door here that normal citizens don't have. If you make a contribution to the Clinton Foundation, you're more likely to get access to Hillary Clinton at the State Department. And there are at least 3 different categories of federal laws which may be implicated. One, the Ethics in Government Act, which says you can't use a public office for private gain for yourself or even for a charity. The law says specifically a charity that you're associated with. So in giving special access to the donors for the Clinton Foundation, the Ethics in Government Act is implicated.
Well, but let me
a lot
ask
of
you
employees
that. So
would lose their job over that.
But how does Hillary gain? If you're talking about a private gain, how does she gain?
But that's not what the law requires. It doesn't require that money go into Hillary's pocket. It could be enough that her husband gets speaking engagements.
Which happened.
It could be enough. Which happened. It could be enough that the foundation with her name on it gets more money.
All right, the second one that you're focused on, potential law here, is the bribery, the anti-bribery laws. How could that be violated?
Well, look, this is the hardest group of statutes to prove. You have to have a quid pro quo. You have to, and we've seen in a recent case involving the former governor of Virginia that just setting up, say, sitting someone at a luncheon may not be enough to violate those statutes. But I will tell you this: the federal government, if the shoe were on the other foot here, and a U.S. company were giving money to a foreign charity that was associated with the foreign secretary, the Polish Secretary of State, that the U.S. government will prosecute the U.S. government will prosecute that U.S. company. And that's exactly what we have here. That's called the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. But that's based on the U.S. bribery laws. So for the people who are seeking access to Hillary Clinton by giving money to the charity, there's a grounds for prosecution of those givers, okay? Now, whether or not that Hillary Clinton can get reached by those laws, there's a lot more facts that have to be developed.
It's unbelievable. When you see the tentacles of the Clinton Foundation and how dicey this was for her to maintain it.
But let's talk about the foundation.
Quickly, go ahead.
The foundation could be a foreign agent for the Prince of Bahrain. When the foundation says, he's our friend, can you get a meeting with Hillary Clinton? And Huma says, Friday at 10 a.m., that the foundation itself could be an unregistered foreign agent. Whenever a foreign agent, when an agent for a foreign government or a foreign company goes before the U.S. government and seeks favors, that person is supposed to register with the Justice Department.
I got it. So
that certainly didn't happen here.
And they're not supposed to go do the bidding of some foreign dignitary at our State Department. I got to leave it at that.
That's right.
Shannen, great to see you.
Good to see you too, Mike.